So we are going to start, just have your blankets handy, okay? We're gonna start in child's pose today. So big toes together, knees wide apart, and then walk your hands as far as you can away from the body. When you first start this, we're gonna keep it active. We're gonna bring that inhalation in. I want you to feel it in the back body. So you're gonna breathe into the back of the back ribs, the shoulders. You're gonna bring the breath up through that and focus on those areas as you bring the breath up. Often when I teach sitting up and we're doing breath work, we're focusing on the front ribs, the solar plexus, the heart. This time we're gonna bring it to our awareness to the back body. So when we come down in child's pose, forehead touches the floor. Don't worry too much if your sit bones are not touchy. Fingers spread wide, lift your forearms off the floor, elbows off the floor. Feel the shoulder blades slide down the back. And just become aware of the breath. Keep pressing those hands into the floor, sliding the shoulder blades down towards the sit bones. Feel that the chest is going towards the floor. With each exhalation, you're allowing the front ribs to fall towards the floor, the chest. And then relax the forearms on the ground, relax the elbows. Keep the fingers spread wide here. Exhale all the air into the lungs. And then begin a nice deep inhalation from the base of the spine. Rise up through the spine. Expand the rib cage. Feel the breath into the thoracic, shoulder blades, neck, crown of the head. Pause at the top of the inhalation. Hold there for a moment. Exhale, release. Nice deep inhalation in. Rise up through the body. Feel the expansion of the torso. Exhale, release. Nice deep inhalation in. Again, bringing that breath all the way up through the body to the point where it stops. Notice if you're holding tension in your facial muscles. Exhale, release. Lift the head and neck here. Looking between the hands, nice deep inhalation in. And then exhale, walk your hands over and then exhale down. So walking the hands to the right side and then exhale down. And keep that nice deep inhalation, nice soft exhalation, getting a stretch into the left side of the body. One more nice deep inhalation in. Lift the head and neck, look in between the hands. You're gonna walk your hands back to center, exhale down. Again, keep with that inhalation, nice strong inhalation, nice strong exhalation, releasing any tension. Nice deep inhalation in, look in between the hands, and then walk your hands over to the left side. Exhale down. Getting into the right side. Feel that stretch, keeping those sit bones grounded. Good. One more nice deep inhalation in. Look in between the hands. Exhale, walk them back to center. Bend the elbows. Place one hand on top of the other. Forehead on the hands. Again, keep with that Ujjayi breath, that nice, strong inhalation. Right from the base of the spine, rise up through the torso. Shoulder blades. Head and neck. Crown of the head. Release the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Relax the space in between the eyebrows. Nice deep inhalation in. And then exhale, walk your hands back up. Bring those legs together for a moment. We're gonna curl here into child's pose. So resting child's pose. So arms are behind, forehead on the floor. No worries about your sit bones. If they're up like this, that's okay. Just be where you're at. We're just relaxing the shoulders, rounding the spine. So bringing that counterbalance with the spine. Keeping that nice deep inhalation. One more nice deep inhalation in. And then exhale, go up one vertebrae at a time. Beautiful. Okay. Coming into sit on your mat. We are going to bring the left leg in, right leg out. Good. Sitting nice and tall through those sit bones. You can always remove the flesh if needed so you feel a bit more grounded. Good. Roll those shoulders up, back and down. And then inhale the arms up. Good. Love it. Nice deep inhalation in again. And then exhale to the left. So right hand comes onto the left knee, left hand, fingertips tented behind. You're gonna look over your left shoulder. Now you can use the palm of the hand or the back of the hand, but you can press that hand into the left leg, the left thigh, and just force that twist a little bit more. Great, very gently, a gentle force. Bring your navel in and up to increase the twist through the torso. Nice deep inhalation in. And then exhale, twist back with the arms back the same way you went in. Good. Okay. We're gonna go up into, I want to say like moon pose or rainbow or something. But I can't actually remember the name of this. But you can either keep your knees bent and then press up, or you can extend that leg out. Okay, this one's a bit easier on with the leg. Sometimes we find that one a bit tricky with the heel and stuff, pressing that into the floor and lifting up. It does use a little bit more strength. So just what a personal preference. Those are just some options. You're gonna take your left hand. You can start with your fingertips just behind you, but we are gonna go onto the palm of our hand when we inhale, lift ourselves up. Okay, so inhale, you can have the leg extended or bent. So inhale, press into that right leg, lift the body up, sit bones come up. You're opening up the right side of the body. You can come onto the palm of the hand here, get a little bit more stretch through that forearm when we come onto the palm of the hand. So your choice, you can totally stay on your fingers. Good. And then reach back nice and long with that body, stretching it out, creating that space. Nice deep inhalation in. Exhale, come back down. Good. Perfect. Okay, we're going to turn our torso to face the right leg. You can use your fingertips here to help draw the shoulder blades. So you're going to put our shoulder blades, tops of the shoulders, down and away from the ears. Press up through the heel of the right foot. Bring that navel in and up. Nice deep inhalation in. Get that expansion through the rib cage, and then exhale, walk the hands down towards the right foot or slide them. You can also slide them along your leg to where it's comfortable, to where the body, just the torso just kind of stops. Okay, and then be there for a moment. Use your hands. You can inhale, lift the body. So you're drawing those back ribs in a little bit more and the shoulder blades down. So you're creating that alignment. And then exhale, see if you can go a little further. Draw the chin towards the chest. When you found that sweet spot, that nice and juicy spot where you want to hang out, once you find that spot, draw the chin towards the chest and just breathe there. Keeping the leg active, so you're still pressing up through that heel, lifting the kneecap, engaging that right thigh. Again, remembering to bring that navel in and up, so you're scooping the belly and creating space to fold the torso forward. Rounding through that left leg, that left knee, keeping the pelvis stable. Drawing the shoulders away from the ears as you connect with that breath. Nice slow inhalation, nice long exhalation. Good. At any point you need to come out, come out. Otherwise, breathing into the stretch, releasing that tension. Good. One more nice deep inhalation in. And then exhale, sliding out, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Beautiful. Picking up that right leg. Good. And then just coming back. You're going to bring the legs together for a moment and then switch sides. So you're going to bring that right leg in, left leg out. Good. Again, sitting nice and tall through that torso. Each side's going to feel a bit different. So just noticing the difference. There's always going to be one side that's a little bit tighter. So just letting your hips kind of take that in. If you need to remove the flesh from your sit bones to feel a bit more grounded, you can roll the shoulders up, back and down. Nice deep inhalation in, arms up. Good. Hold there for a moment. Nice deep inhalation in. Get that length, that nice lift through the front of the body when we take that inhalation in, so you can get that twist. When we get that lift, our twists are a little bit more easier to get into. Okay, right hand behind, fingertips, of course, on the floor. And then again, back of the left hand or palm, whatever you prefer. Play with it too, because I feel like everybody's a bit different. So try both sides. I like the back of the hand, but if you find that it does roll my shoulder down a little bit better away from my ear, so you play with that. Let me know what you think. Good, looking over the right shoulder, again, taking that navel in and up. See when you press that hand into the thigh and you twist a little bit more, that gentle force. See what happens when you bring that navel in and up. as well. You get a little bit more twist through the torso. Great for the spine. Also wonderful for the internal organs. They work so hard every day for us. So it's nice to give them a little massage, a little wringing out. Nice deep inhalation in. Exhale, twist back the same way you went in. So bringing those arms in or back up and then back down. Okay, so again, from here, you choose what you like. You can keep your knees where they are and then just press with the back hand, pressing into that hand, lifting the hips up, or you can extend that left leg out. I'm gonna let you choose here. Press out, if you extend the leg, press out through the heel. Keep this leg active and strong. You won't tire out so fast in the pose. Right hand behind you, fingertips tented to start. Nice deep inhalation in. Swing that left arm up and back alongside the ear, pressing into the left heel, left foot. Okay, you can come onto the palm of the hand here. You get a little bit of stretch through that forearm. Try not to collapse in the elbow. Really keep that lifted. Breathe. Nice deep inhalation in. Exhale, come down. Good. Okay, you're gonna turn your torso to face the left foot. Fingertips tented just beside you. Roll the shoulder blades up, back and down. Press out through the heel of the left foot. Lift the knee, thigh engaged. Nice deep inhalation in. Lift that navel in and up, and then exhale, hinge from the hips. Walk the hands down or slide them, whatever you choose. You can hold on to the leg or to the foot if you can reach it. But the leg, if you are holding onto the leg, sit back up a little bit. Bring those back ribs in, shoulders down, tops of the shoulders away from the ears. And then see if once you bring that navel in and up again, see if you can hinge a little bit further with the torso. And then once you find that sweet, juicy spot that you want to hang out in, tuck the chin towards the chest. Draw that energy inwards. Quiet the mind. Close the eyes. And just be here. Be here with the breath. Find that connection within the body, within the pose. Allow your breath to guide you through the pose, through the work that you are doing in the pose. Allow your breath to help you work through it. Again, keep breathing. Relax the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Nice deep inhalation in. Exhale, slide the hands up, torso up, one vertebrae at a time. Beautiful. Pick up that right leg, and then you're just going to take them wide for a moment. Stretch out, roll the ankles here, stretch them out, press out through the heels, point the toes. Taking a moment, sitting up nice and tall. Okay, we're gonna pick the knees up, your bottoms of your feet together, and then you're gonna bounce the knees. Okay, it's just not a slow bounce, a bounce. Okay, but a quick one. Okay, this is what's gonna help relax those the psoas muscles. If we do it too slow, then we're working the hip flexor. Right now, we're just shaking it out. Okay, you can stop bouncing now. And then hold on to your ankles. Nice deep inhalation in. Lift that chest and exaggerate. Exaggerate that lift. So you're really using the hands, holding the body upright. Okay, using those back muscles, that core is engaged. Nice deep inhalation in. Exhale, hinge from those hips. Keep the hip bones pressing back. From here, you can round the spine, drop the head and neck towards the toes. If they don't touch, all good. Just be where you're at, wherever it is. Even if you moved literally an inch, that's okay. Be where you're at in the pose, but allow that energy to come inwards so that the mind can quiet and the distractions from the outer world disappear. And you just solely focus on the breath and allowing that breath to guide you through the pose, guide you in releasing that tension or tightness. Once you find that sweet, juicy spot, just breathe. And one more nice deep inhalation in. And then exhale, roll up. One vertebra at a time. Grab those knees. Okay, so this is where you're gonna get your blankets. Okay. Before you kind of fold, I'm gonna show you what I want from you guys. Then you fold. Okay. Because you're gonna have to play with it. Everybody's different. Everybody's different body-wise and stuff. So play with it. But we're gonna do a shoulder opener. So do make sure that you have enough space to bring the arm up, back, and behind you, okay? So it's gonna be kind of like this, but we're gonna be laying down. It's just such a good shoulder opener, and I know some of us have been struggling with tight shoulders lately and just weather changes, joints probably are feeling it a bit much. So just something easy on the joints, but it's a wonderful shoulder opener, and you've all done this in my class in person. So those of you that haven't, bear with me, I haven't, but just follow along. But make sure, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna make sure that your hips are at a 90-degree angle as best you can. So look, make sure the hips are stacked, the knees are stacked, and hip width apart. So you do want quite a fold in the blankets. Okay, you don't want a little fold. You want quite a thick fold, because it's amazing how wide our hips are sometimes. You don't think, you're just like, oh, this is okay, this is working, but I want to make sure that the hips are stable, that the pelvis stays stable. Okay, and then with the head and neck, I don't want your neck to be like this. Okay, I think everyone can see me. Yeah, I don't want your neck like this, because then you're putting a lot of compression in the neck, and then the spine, that cervical spine. So you want to keep it in line so that it's not crushing the vertebrae. Okay, so making sure that the head and neck are parallel with the floor. You have some space for the shoulder. Then you're gonna lay. I'm laying on my right side, so I'm gonna teach from my right side. So your right arm is on the bottom, left arm on the top. If you are opposite to me, don't worry about it. And you're already in it, don't worry about it. Stay where you are, just follow along. Okay, so getting that nice alignment, making sure that the shoulders are nice and stacked. Okay, you're gonna stretch your left arm 3 times. Just like this, you're just gonna move it back and forth. So that left arm just slides up and down the right arm, like 3, maybe 4 times. And then you're gonna get that, now you're gonna stretch it past the right fingertips. Okay, and then inhale the arm up alongside the ear. Okay, you're gonna keep your shoulders and hips stable. The only thing moving, it may be the rotation in the chest. So the chest might open up a little bit here. Okay, we're not falling into the pose. Wherever your arm lands kind of is where you just need to hold it and be, okay? You're not taking your whole body and twisting back. You're not moving your hips or your shoulders. They're gonna stay exactly where they are, exactly where you placed them. The only thing moving is that left arm, okay? Your head and neck, again, stay exactly where they are, looking straight ahead. You're not looking back at your arm, okay? It is gonna be where it's gonna be. Don't worry about where it's gonna be. I want you to focus on that stretch going from the forearm all the way up through the upper arm into that shoulder blade, possibly the neck, fingertips, okay? Breathe. Wherever it stops, even if it's right alongside your ear and you're like, oh my gosh, that's so painful. Or, oh my God, I didn't know that felt like that. Breathe, relax. Breathe in that spot, hold it there, and then maybe go a little bit further after you've let that breath release that tension, okay? Then when you've done that, you can inhale, bring it back up alongside the left ear, okay? Or, yeah, and then you're gonna do it again. You don't have to stretch 3 times again, just inhale, arm up alongside the ear, hold it at that sweet, juicy spot that you want to stretch it out, okay? And then go back the same way you went in. Hold for a couple of breaths and then move back. We're gonna do it about, 5 times. If you've done it more than 5 times already, just keep going. I was just chatting. Nice deep inhalation and bring the arm up alongside the ear, keeping the head and neck exactly where they are. The only thing moving is the shoulder, the left arm. Keep your torso or your chest may move a little bit, but keep that as stable as you can. Okay, hips as stable as you can. They're not moving. One more time. Finishing up on your right, or sorry, left side. Good. When you come back, your left hand is on top of your right. I want you to keep your blanket where it is. You're just gonna roll onto your back. Bring your pillow or blanket underneath your head, just adjust it. I just want you to lay here for a moment. Keep the legs bent. You can bring the knees together, feet wide apart with your blanket there still. You just press that blanket together with those knees. Just be here. Take in that stretch. Notice what you feel. Good. Just gonna switch sides, but you're gonna just stay on your back, okay? And then you're gonna roll onto your left shoulder this time. Okay, so the right shoulder is gonna be on top. Okay, make your adjustments. So as you roll over, bring those knees back in line, 90-degree angle, stacking those hips. So move, if you need to like kind of move and wiggle your body a little bit so that you feel stacked in those shoulders. The neck is in line with the body. It's not collapsing and crunching into the top of the shoulder. Okay, make sure that's nice and level with the floor. Okay, when we're all kind of give you guys a minute here just to adjust. Can feel a bit different from one side to the next. So Just giving yourself a minute there. Okay, when we're ready, the left, oh, not right hand. I keep thinking we're teaching from the left stuff. That right hand's gonna come on top. And this time we're just stretching it. I find that doing this first helps to open up that shoulder blade to then bring it up and over alongside the ear. So right now we're just stretching. Nice deep inhalation in, exhale back, lengthening that shoulder, okay? Finishing up on that last time, you're gonna stretch the right hand over top of the left fingertips. Inhale that arm up alongside the right ear. And then again, go as far back, or when you're taking it alongside your ear, take it as far back as what's comfortable. If you're stopping and really enjoying that stretch, I'm gonna use it very positively, where breathe there, be where you're at in the pose. Okay, it doesn't matter. Even if you didn't make it quite up alongside the ear yet, you're just hanging out this angle there. Don't hold that one long. Try and see if you can get it back behind the ear, back behind the head, and draw it back. But then inhale, come out the same way you went in. Don't bring it around like a claw. Okay. My apologies if you have a wall or something that's blocking you from getting that beautiful stretch. But as long as you can get past that coffee table or the wall or whatever is behind you, then it's wonderful. Head and neck to stay looking forward. Okay, again, those hips stay exactly where they are. Shoulders stay exactly where they are. You're only moving that arm. About 5 times again. If you've done it more or you're moving a bit quicker than me, that's okay. Just do what you can. Feel that stretch. Really press out through the fingers. Straighten those fingertips. And notice the stretch when you actually straighten your hand. Notice the stretch that you get through the hand and the wrist. It's quite interesting. So we often curl our hand in this pose because there's so much going on in this stretch and you can feel so much throughout the arm that we often clench our hands just to be able to get through the pose. But straighten the fingertips. Straighten the fingers. Good. Finishing up on your last one. Coming back, one hand on top of the other. Then when you're ready, you can roll onto your back. Keep the blanket there for a moment. You can walk those feet with apart, knees together, so you're kind of squeezing that blanket in, and then just relax. Adjust the shoulders, adjust your support for your head, and then just be. Take a couple of breaths. Notice what you feel. And then from here, you can just remove the blankets from the head and neck. And then just lay flat on your back. Make any adjustments. Wow, I struggle saying that one. Make any adjustments that you need so that the spine is lengthening along the floor. Take a drink if you need to, a minute, and then find that nice long spine along the floor. Hug the knees into the chest. Nice deep breathing. Giving yourself a nice gentle squeeze. Then place the soles of the feet on the floor. Okay, so from here we're gonna do a bridge pose. So make sure that your feet are not so close to the sit bones, okay? When we press up, sometimes our Ankles are behind our knees. We want them in line. So you want to make sure that that ankle is in line with those knees so that when we press our hips up, there's not so much pressure on those kneecaps, okay? So just making that aware. Okay, you're gonna bring your hands down by your sides. Tuck the tailbone, so you're drawing those sit bones towards the heels, bringing that navel to the spine. You're lengthening that lumbar spine, especially into the floor. Okay, like that off. It's a natural curve there, but we want to engage the core in this pose. Great core work, great work for the glutes. So nice deep inhalation in. And then exhale, press into those feet, lift the sit bones up. And you can kind of play with your feet here. This is where you can kind of walk them in, make sure that they're in line with the knees. Okay, and press into those feet, lift those sit bones up, lift the hip bones up towards the sky. Draw that navel in so that you have a nice soft belly, but the core is engaged. Okay, then you're gonna come and you're gonna roll the right shoulder under, then the left. So you're kind of walking the shoulders down. And you can interlace the fingers if you can. Otherwise, just stay. You can also bring the hands up so the fingers are pointing up towards the sky. Press into those upper arms and lift a little bit more. So some options for you. If you can't quite interlace the fingers, press the upper arm into the floor. And then press those feet in, lift a little bit more. A nice little back bend here. Breathe. At any point you need to come out, but squeeze the body. And then exhale. Release the hands if you've interlaced them, and then one vertebrae down at a time. Roll the shoulders out from underneath for a minute. And then hug the knees into the chest. Take a breath here. Okay, so tucking the chin down, lengthening the back of the neck. We can rock from side to side here. Whatever feels best for the spine at this moment. Good. Okay, you're hugging that right leg in, extending the left leg out. You're gonna press out through both heels. This is gonna activate the legs and keep the pelvis stable. You're pressing those shoulders down and away from the ears, lifting that heart up. Okay, spine is long on the ground. Okay. Nice deep inhalation in. Get that nice stretch through that right glute. Exhale. All right, you're gonna bring your left hand onto the right knee. Right hand comes out from the shoulder. Palm down on the floor. Okay, nice deep inhalation in. And then exhale, you're twisting over to the left side with that right leg. Okay, that sit bone's gonna come off the floor. That's okay. Right shoulder stays pressing and grounded. You can look over the right shoulder with the head and neck, getting into just a nice gentle twist. Well, I would say gentle, but this is actually quite an intense stretch. So just breathe through it. I feel all of you can do this. It's just a little one step up from bringing both legs over. It's just a little bit different. It's a little bit deeper because we can kind of use that left hand to push that right leg down a little bit. So you can get a little bit deeper into that twist. And nice deep inhalation in. Exhale, use that core. Bring that right leg back up. Good. Hug that right leg into the chest. Press out through both heels. Feel the length of the spine along the floor. And then inhale that left leg up. Hug that left leg and extend the right leg out. Press out through both heels. Again, shoulders draw away from the ears, down the spine. Lift the heart towards the sky. Again, stretching that left glute. Bring the navel towards the spine, engaging the core. Good. Okay, from here, you're going to take that right hand, hold on to that left leg. Left hand comes out from the shoulder, palm faces down. Okay, nice deep inhalation and keep both legs active as you exhale the left leg towards the right side. Head and neck to look over the left shoulder. Keep that left shoulder pressing down. You don't want it rolling up, just to bring the left leg closer towards the floor. I know sometimes we're like, yeah, that's even better. But no, you want to stay in alignment. Protecting those joints and the vertebrae. Again, you can use that right hand to just gently press the left leg down a little bit more, but gently. If it's too much, don't do it. Ease off a bit. Nice deep inhalation in. And then exhale, use that core, bring that left leg back, hug that left leg into the chest. Press out through both heels if you kind of let that one go. Engage the thighs. Good, hug both knees into the chest. Rock the hips if you need to, massaging that low back. All right, from here, you're gonna place both feet on the floor. Okay, inhale the right leg up. You're going to just bring your hands, interlace the fingers just behind, and then slide the hands up the leg. Okay, you're bringing that leg closer towards the upper body. Of course, gently, okay? Press out through the heel of the right foot, lift the kneecap. If you have to have a slight bend in that knee because your hamstring is just killing you, you can have a slight bend in that knee, okay? It doesn't have to be completely engaged. Breathe here for a moment. We're not going to hold this one for too long. Just a couple more breaths. Breathe into that space that you feel it. Good. Exhale, release the hands, let them slide back down the leg. Bend the right leg, place the foot or the ankle on the left upper thigh, and then bring that left leg up, okay? You're gonna bring your right arm through the legs, left arm wraps around the left leg. You can interlace your fingers behind the left thigh, hang out here for a bit. If you wanna take it further, you can reach for that left shin. So you're gonna bring that leg in a little bit more. So it's a little bit more intense. Keep pressing out through both heels. Notice what you feel when you activate the legs. From when you let them go, notice. A little bit of a deeper stretch when we press out through that heel of the right leg. If it's too intense for you, release, relax the foot. And just breathe here. You want another deeper stretch in this pose because it's not deep enough. You can press that right leg. It's very, very small movement. It's not huge, but you're gonna press that knee away from the upper body a little bit. And then drop your sit bones down. With each exhalation, release the sit bones, release the low back. All right, nice deep inhalation in. And then exhale, release the hands. Slowly bring that left foot down. Stay there for a moment. And then inhale that right leg up, press out through the heel. Interlace the fingers behind the right leg. And then inhale. And then exhale, slide the hands back up through the leg as far as it'll go. Notice what you feel. Maybe you went a little bit further, maybe not. Be aware of the movement. Nice deep inhalation in. Exhale, release. Slide that hand back down the leg, bend the right leg. Adjust yourself if needed. If your hips kind of wobbled out a little bit, just adjust them, or your tailbone or isn't engaged anymore. Just bring the navel towards the spine, and then inhale the left leg up. Interlace the hands behind the left leg. Press out through the heel of the left foot. Lift the kneecap and engage the thigh. Again, you can have a slight bend in the knee if it's too intense for the back of the leg. Do what feels good for you. Yeah, nice deep inhalation in. And then exhale. Slide the hand down the leg. Again, doesn't have to go very far. It could literally move an inch. I always say an inch, because honestly, an inch is better than no movement, right? So always just appreciate where you are in your practice. Every time you get on your mat is always a different experience in the body and the mind. You always learn something new, let go of something that's not feeling right. Good, nice deep inhalation in. And then exhale, slide that hand back down the leg, bend the left knee, place the left foot on the right thigh. Take that left hand through the legs, right hand wraps around the right leg, interlace the hands behind the right thigh, and then you can pull the legs in gently. You can totally stay here, or you can reach for the shin. And so same thing, press out through the heels. Notice if you get a bit of a more intense stretch when we activate the legs. And then draw that left leg just away from the upper body slightly. Very, very small movement. Okay. With each exhalation, draw the sit bones down, release the tension in the hips. Find that opening for the hips to have more space to move. One more nice deep inhalation in. And then exhale, release the hands, placing the right foot on the floor. Inhale that left leg up, press out through the heel, lift the kneecap, engage the thigh. Interlace the hands just behind the left thigh. Nice deep inhalation in. And then exhale, slide the hands up the leg towards the foot. Again, go as far as what's comfortable in your body without causing a injury. You don't have to go very far. Just notice if you can go a little bit further than last time. Draw those sit bones down, cores towards or core, navel towards the spine, engaging that core, creating that space in the belly. And nice deep inhalation in. And then exhale, slide that hand down the leg, bend the knee, place the left sole on the foot or on the floor. Good. Hug the knees into the chest. Grab the inner arches of the foot, so the inside part of the foot, and then draw the knees down outside the torso, so you are in like a happy baby pose. And just close your eyes here, getting ready for relaxation. Feel the spine lengthening along the floor. Allow space through the hips, through the sit bones, and into the low back. Press the sit bones down. Feel the lumbar spine lengthen. Good. Nice deep inhalation in. And then exhale, release. Hug the knees into the chest. One more time. Give yourself a nice, gentle, but big squeeze. And then lower the legs down along the floor in relaxation. So in relaxation, you can get a blanket for the head and neck, roll a blanket under the thighs if you need to. Otherwise, you can lay completely flat on the floor. You can lift the shoulders. So press into the upper arm, lift the shoulders, slide them under so that they feel the chest lifts a little bit more, and then kind of relax them down. Relaxing the shoulder blades into the earth. And then let the feet follow to the sides. Bring your hands down by your sides, palms face up, or one hand on top of the other, resting on your abdomen. Just bringing awareness to the breath. Feel that with each exhalation, the body sinks into the earth and allow the body to be supported by the earth, letting go of any tension or tightness, any stress that's just you're holding on to in life. Let it go with your exhalations. Let go of what no longer serves you. And make space to invite love, stillness, and just that connection from within. inhalation in, coming back into your space. Exhale, side out. Wiggling the toes, fingers, bending the knees, placing the soles of the feet on the floor. Gently rolling to your right side for relaxation, left side for energy. Again, whatever is easier in your home practice. And then we're going to bring our knees up into our chest, so into a fetal position. Can round the spine here, drop that top shoulder, relax the arms in towards the body. Keeping the eyes closed. Nice deep inhalation in through the back. Through the body, exhale, side out. Use that top hand to push yourself up. Slide the legs away from you as you roll up one vertebrae at a time into a comfortable seated position. And hands in front of your hearts, eyes closed. Sitting up nice and tall, lifting out of the waist. Rub the hands together. So much stuff in my workout. Bring your hands up over your eyes. Feel the warmth or the coolness. Nice deep inhalation in. Breathing in the positive. Exhale, side out the negative. Inhale the positive. Exhale, negative. One more. Inhale what you need. Exhale what no longer serves you. Opening the eyes and the hands. Just gently rubbing the face, making yourself back up. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoy. May be happy, may be healthy, and may be loved. Namaste. Thank you, guys.